Hey guys, Chris with Token Vaping. You ever have those days where you just feel kinda undead? Guess what? There's a vape for that. Today's review is from a company called Walking Vaped. And yes, that is a zombie. It's actually a really cool logo. Walking Vaped. Zombies. Basically, this company is based in Miami, Florida. However, their main manufacturing plant is, I believe, located in California. Now, I did a little bit of research, and between their website, walkingvape.com, and some other things that I found out, this company takes a lot, and I mean a lot, of pride and effort in what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it. This is something that they've been doing research and development wise and testing and everything else like that. It's been going on for about 3 years or more, so they definitely have been putting their time and effort into this. Like I said, their main base, according to their website, is in Miami, Florida. Their main manufacturing plant is in California, which and this is pretty thorough. They do use an isolate clean room, so I mean it is basically top of the line. It basically is covered by everything. It is not only an FDA inspected facility, but it is a GMP compliant facility. Now, GMP is good manufacturing procedures. Basically, everything that they do making this product is pretty much qualified, following and expected of what basically the FDA and government facilities like that would require, expect, or want to be done, and how they want the stuff handled. So again, like I said, these guys are really putting their time and effort into not just making a high quality product. They're making sure that everything behind the scenes about the product, how it's made, where it's made, what it's made in, is just as high quality. So the dedication and the effort that they're putting into this, it definitely shows, and all of that's put on their website. I mean, they make no qualms to hide it, to be secretive about it. They don't deny any of it. All of their ingredients and everything is USA based and sourced. It is natural ingredients. Their nicotine is 100% pure. It's not processed. It's not cut with a bunch of other stuff. Their vegetable and their PG is all kosher. So I mean, when you purchase a single bottle, a whole line, a whole set, it doesn't matter. When you purchase anything from Walking Vaped, you really are getting a high-end quality product. Now, again, that's not to say that everybody that purchases one, samples one, tries one, has one, is going to say that it's the greatest thing that they ever had. Everybody has a different opinion about stuff. It's no different than just walking into a store and saying, I like this bagel because it's 100% organic. Next person that tries it could say, wow, that tastes really weird, because they're not used to it. So yes, I'm going to say that Walking Vape makes a high-end, high-quality product. But again, I'm not trying to tell everybody that this is the highest, best, most awesomest thing in the world, because then everybody that tries it is expecting that, and if it doesn't fit their taste palette, then it's going to be coming back on me saying, well, you said that they were the best that there is. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they are putting out a very high-end, high-quality product, and it shows by everything that they're putting into that product. Now, they do have quite a few flavor options on their menu, and thankfully, that I didn't try to get all of them because it would have taken me a while to try them all out. I was sent 2 flavors to try, and I'm actually kind of glad that they sent the 2 that they did, because as I've stated from the very beginning that I started doing this review business, I try to keep this as unedited, as real as possible. I will be switching over to an action cam here soon. I'm going to be trying to do a more live type stream, so that I don't want people to think that, you know, I'm doing all of this behind the scenes and then when I get on here I'm doing this whole rehearsed scripted type program. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make this as upfront and honest as I possibly can. So even if that means that I have to say something negative about a flavor or a negative about a line or something like that, you know, I don't like having to do it, but my promise that I have made to the vaping community is that I'm going to try to be as open and honest about this as I can. So I'm actually kind of glad that Walking Vaped was gracious enough to send me the 2 flavors that they did, because I really liked one and the other one really wasn't for me. But before I get into that, real quick, this is their bottle. That is their logo. It is a really cool logo, though. I do like that. It has an almost old school horror comic type feel to it, which is really slick. Then it does say the Walking Vaped on it. It does have the flavor and then the nic percentage right there. It does have their standard warning label, ingredients label. The ingredients is over here with the American flag, because this is USA made, and it's a 15 ml bottle. Now, according to their website, it is a glass bottle and it does have the child safety cap, and it also has a tamper seal. I already took them off, but when you get these, they do have a plastic wrapper seal on them. Now, according to their website, the only size bottles that they offer are 15 mils, and I believe mainly it's because it's easier for them to make larger batches but still be able to focus and put the quality into all of it as they would a single one. Some companies are able to do it and make multiple sizes and still keep that. These guys, they want to pump out, you know, be able to pump out more and multiple flavors but still keep that high-end quality in every single bottle. So I believe that's the reason, you know, and if it is, that's not a bad reason at all. There are multiple nicotine percentages that you can get. Obviously, you can do the 0, you can do the 3, a 6, a 12, and I believe some of them are offered in an 18. The percentage ratio, the VG to PG, is a 70-30, which across the board is a pretty standard sweet spot for an equal flavor burst with a really good cloud production on it. So more and more, I know there are companies out there that do, you know, the higher VG, and they're more for clouds. Some might do a little bit lower, but 70-30 for the most part is actually a really good mix for most people in general. So, you know, whether you're a flavor chaser or a cloud chaser, you know, either way, this is definitely going to fit both. Now, this is the flavor menu that they sent. So as you can see, there's quite a few on here, and I don't want to really read word for word each and every single one, but I at least want you to know what they're offering. So the first one is a Gruesome Grape, which is basically just supposed to be, the smell is reminiscent of being in a grape vineyard, with a grape taste to it. Strawberry Lobotomade is supposed to be strawberry with sour lemon, so the combination of it definitely gives you the strawberry-based lemonade. Berserk Banana is basically more of a banana flavor. Maple Waffle Mania is vanilla, oak, and caramel. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure what the oak is. I don't know if it's more just supposed to be like a seasoning kind of more of a taste, kind of like when you're barbecuing and you use like liquid smoke. If it's supposed to be something more like that, but this is supposed to be reminiscent of basically maple waffles. Light Fright is basically their a tobacco style flavor for people that prefer tobacco flavors. It's supposed to be more like smoking like a tobacco light instead of the full flavored. The Pathogen is their actual tobacco. So the Pathogen is going to be like a regular tobacco tobacco, and then the Light Fright is supposed to be the light version of the tobacco. Chaotic Colada is supposed to be pina colada with a kick to it. Sour Apple Apocalypse is obviously going to be sour apple. Mangled Menthol is basically just a menthol flavored, what does this say, a menthol flavor. So basically, when they say menthol flavor, I'm assuming it's more of just a, it's meant to just be more of a, just like a mentholated type ice kick to it. And then Vanilla Vapors, which is basically more of a vanilla, I'm going to assume it's supposed to be like a vanilla cream and more instead of like a vanilla custard. So as you can tell, I mean, they got a really pretty diverse flavor menu, which is really cool because it caters to most people. They have tobacco, they have dessert style, they have fruity, they have candy and stuff like that. So I mean, they're not focusing just on we're only known for this, or you can only get this type from us. They do all try to make a wide enough variety of a palette so that anybody that looks at it can at least find something on there that they'd be willing to try, even if it's a little bit outside of what their preference is. Now, the two of that I was sent, and again, Walking Vape, thank you very much for the opportunity, was the Maple Waffle Mania and the Gruesome Grape. As you can tell, you probably can figure out which one I liked and which one I didn't. The Maple Waffle Mania, I'm just not, I don't know why, honestly, I'm not a sweet type person, I'm not sugary type person, I'm not a syrup type person. So I did try it. I mean, to be fair, I do have to try all of them, you know, at least a couple of vapes. It definitely has the maple sugar taste to it, absolutely. I mean, there is no doubt about that. You definitely get the maple syrup right off the bat through the vape on the end. I mean, it is definitely there. The oak, because I'm not really sure what specifically that's supposed to taste like, I can't say for sure, you know, if it was definitely within it. But when you vape it, the initial vape of it, you definitely get the maple syrup. By the end of it, you definitely get that total maple waffle, you know, a waffle with maple syrup, basically. Flavor-wise, it's pretty on point. It is. But like I said, you know, I'm just not a syrupy sweet person. So for me, that would not be the one that I would have chosen. However, like the other one, you know, the Gruesome Grape, the flavor is on point. It's definitely fulfilling, and the vape reduction is just as good, and you will see that with this one. Now, the Gruesome Grape, I did like the smell. Now, I've never actually been to a vineyard. I know where there's a bunch of them. I've just never, I don't like wine, so I've never had a reason to go to a vineyard, so I can't really say that this reminds me of being at a vineyard. But it is definitely grape smelling. I mean, there is no doubt about that. You smell this, and you can't help but think grape. Whether it's a grape drink, a grape soda, grape 8, anything. You know, it's grape. So that's good too. And it's not overly powerful. It's not super saturated to where as soon as you smell it, you know, you're just like, wow, that's gonna be really sweet or really sugary. Because there's some things that you smell and you can smell the sugar in it. Like, as soon as you smell it, you know you're basically gonna be like chewing the sugar in that. This is not. It's strong enough for you to know what it is, but it's not strong enough that it bothers you. So Gruesome Grape, again, on a 56, because that's what I vape on. As you can tell, great clouds, and that's on 56. I'll take it up here in a little bit just to show you real quick. Now, the flavor of this was something that kind of hooked me. I don't know about you guys out there. When I was a kid, I went to you know, the summer camps, sleepaway camps, things like that. We used to have, and I know they have versions of it now, but I know it's not the same. But we used to have, they were like the little, I think they call them now, they call them like little jugs or something like that, but it was like little they almost were like plastic barrel shaped, but they were little juice bottles, whatever. It was basically our version of bug juice as a kid. And vaping this, the taste on it, literally, that was the very first thing that I thought of. Like, as soon as I tasted the vape on this, the grape out of it, it was instantly that grape bug juice that I had as a kid at that summer camp. I swear to God. The second it hit my tongue, that was the first thing that popped in my head. And it was a really pleasant thought. I mean, I had fun, going to camp and things like that. So it was a really nice flashback to that. The flavor of it is immense. However, it's not, again, it's like the smell. It's strong enough that you can taste it and it's grape. But it's subtle enough that it stays throughout the vape without overpowering your tongue, so it doesn't feel like you just licked like a grape sugar. So the Gruesome Grape was definitely a good choice. Like I said, I really like this one. The Maple Waffle Mania, I'm not a maple waffle fan. I don't like the maple syrup. That was on point though, so if you like that type of flavor, that definitely is a good choice. The Gruesome Grape worked for me because that's more of my flavor. This is on, besides a really big glare, 65. Do you see all of that? And that's a 70-30 mix. It's on a 65, so it is a warmer vape. That again is warmer than what I'm used to doing. But do you see the cloud kick out of that? Flavor is definitely on point there. Again, it's the solid grape flavor, subtle enough for you to enjoy it, so that you can vape this on an all-day thing without it being too much at one time. What more can you ask for? Amazing flavor, awesome cloud production. It definitely is a well done flavor line. Like I said, I can't say anything negative about either one. Just because I don't like the waffle one does not mean that that's a negative thing. It's not my taste preference. They put a lot of effort into making this product as high-end and high quality as they can. It definitely shows from the way that everything is bottled, in the glass bottle with the safety seal and the child safety caps, with everything required that's on the label, down to their facilities. The flavor experience is there. The cloud production is immense. You saw that. It is just a really well put together line. If your shop does not carry it, if anybody around you has not heard of it, you definitely need to have them check this out. WalkingVape.com. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. Check them out. Have your shop check them out. Even if they just get a couple of bottles just to try, it's still a start. I'm almost willing to bet if they can find something on there that they like, they'll like it enough to say, hey, you know what? We should carry at least a few bottles of them just to see how it sells. It would be a really good choice. Again, tokenvaping@gmail.com, Instagram at tokenvaping, Facebook tokenvaping. I'm Chris. I am blessed. I truly feel that I am blessed and thankful every day to everybody in the vaping community, that takes the second to view a review. Any of the companies that reach out and say, hey, you know what? We kind of like what he's doing. Let's have him sample a flavor of ours and do a review for it. I am so humbled to have companies willing to afford me that opportunity. I'm blessed to be able to do this and feel like I'm actually helping people, make a decision about something or take a chance on something that they might normally not have, just because I'm able to explain or show them, hey, that's what this is what it tastes like. If that works for you, give it a shot. If you like it, great. If you don't, again, there isn't a single person in this world that is going to like every flavor that's out there. So again, I cannot thank each and every person in the vaping community, business, vapor, just from the normal person to a business owner to a juice maker to a distributor, a seller, everybody and anybody that has anything to do with vaping. You know, I'm grateful to all of you. I want to keep doing this. So if there's anything out there that you guys want to see done, shoot me an email. You know, tokenvaping@gmail.com. I will answer them all. I will look into them. I will do what I can. I want to help as many vapors as I can find a flavor that works for them. Walking Vaped, thank you so very much, guys. Chris with Token Vaping, associated with Cloud9 Vape Shop. Again, thank you all very much. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.